And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Top Run, not Top Gun, that's a different thing. Top Run, which, there is the music, it's, as you can see, a Vaporwave game that, I'm quite a fan of them. I like the Vaporwave aesthetic and I like the music specifically that has this vibe. So I really wanted to check this game out. Apparently it's an endless runner, so I don't really expect it to have that much content or even that many things to do. But hey, it seems that for the little that it might last, it might be enjoyable. Maybe, I don't know. But I also have an apartment apparently. Can't believe it. But let's just start and see how it is. So we have... Okay, I can't pick anything here, so I'm assuming I need to unlock all of the rest. Run through enemies to kill... Oops. Well, I have a dog too, and floppy disk, and a computer from the 90s. Why am I throwing a floppy disk to an alien? The fuck? Was I supposed to understand the story from that? Well, what story? I need to run. Meet Kevin and his dog Buddy. That's a very weak name for a dog. Buddy? That's what usually you would call as in an effective way. So we have jump and double jump. Square to jump down? Alright. It's a weird thing. And R2? R2 to shoot? Are you kidding me? Alright. I can do it if I do like a claw grapple on the gamepad. Shooting consumes floppy ammo, it restores with time. Okay. So, are random people in the street my enemies? Damn, that's fucked up. You will meet different enemies. Well, yeah, Oh, this guy's changed. Some will even shoot at you. Well, the real question is, where is my health bar? Try to avoid enemies and shoot them only when you have to. Okay. What's out to do that regardless, I guess. Uh-oh. I also don't know if I should put my camera on the middle. What? Oh, okay, I go faster on this thing. I really want to go faster? Oh, my bad. I was supposed to kill the enemy by dashing. A power-up? How do I use it? Oh, never mind. I don't need to use it. It uses itself. Yeah, don't worry about it. Oh, it actually ended a lot sooner than I expected. Why are you caged? What did you do?
Totally awesome, man. Never gonna give you up.
Damn. Triangle to use my friend's superpowers.
Supersonic rolling dude.
I'm probably gonna forget about that, but I'm gonna try not to. Okay, that was the tutorial. I really wonder though what's... Wait, complete tutorial 0 out of 1, but I did complete it. What? Cindy? Who is Cindy? Cindy... these nuts? Was I supposed to kill her? I mean, it says meet. I mean, technically I meet her. Hammer? Every time there is a new enemy, it's gonna pop up like that. That's a weird way of introducing them. Get him, buddy. So he gets bigger, but there is no reason for it to be bigger if it just summons an energy shield. Will keep your your normal size. And an MTV sign. I don't know how I didn't die there. What's the superpower? I actually didn't see the superpower in the tutorial because as soon as I used it, it disappeared. I don't even know. Triple floppy. Oh, every time I shoot, it shoots 3 instead of 1. Cyber Ghost? Uh-oh. It's gonna stay on the screen, it seems. That's a problem. Damn it. I jump. Don't forget to double jump. Wait, that's the advice that you have. Don't forget to double jump when I die because I jump. Good advice. Damn it, motherfucker. It seems... I'm not sure, but it might seem that it's better to have the camera on the bottom. I mean, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, because I don't think you can go to the left side.
Total annihilation. Total annihilation.
Total... That was a weird pronunciation. Is it really pronounced like that? I thought it was annihilation. But he pronounced it a little bit different. I guess it's a complex word. Adopt a dog? No thanks. Adopt a dog? I'd rather adopt a kid. That's gonna be...
It's like we're in a game.
Oh. That's gonna be useful for the future. Also, it seems that you can also go down by just pressing down. What the fuck? Wow, I might be stoned right now. What the hell? Am I seeing this right? Maybe it's something I ate today. Also, you know what's even more funny is that you can just go up or down by literally just pressing up or down. You don't even need to press cross or square. The game is lying to me. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's a lot easier too. So I think I'd rather jump with, you know, rather jump with Eds. With cross. Ah, come on, fucking punk. And you go into a black hole when you die. At least you have objectives. This really feels like a mobile game now that I think about it. I remember playing mobile games like Temple Run and shit like that. No, specifically one of them that was called Shed Run, I think, that had objectives like this and was also a horizontally endless runner like this one. Maybe this is one of those cases where it actually is a mobile game that got ported to to Steam. It wouldn't be the first one, and it's definitely not gonna be the last one. Really one of those things. They're totally bad. I think that's supposed to be badass. I don't know much of 80s speak, much less in English. They might just ignore someone that needed to be saved. It's okay. They can wait. You know. Why are they random signs in Chinese? Is that even Chinese in the first? Oh, this shit again. Dude, this body time, I don't even know when it activates, and I also don't even know, like, why it activates, in the sense that, what does this do? Other than giving me points, I guess. The only problem is that there is a lot of references that I obviously will not get, considering that, you know, not only that, oh shit, that I'm not from the 80s, but also because I'm not even from the USA, which I'm assuming that Vaporwave usually focuses on that, right? Don't think it really focuses in anything other than the USA specifically. So I don't know. But I mean, you could see by the references of MTV and, you know, some Hollywood movies that that's definitely USA. So honestly, with how Hollywood became so popular all over the world, I don't know if saying that Hollywood is USA will really be that accurate. Well, maybe now it will be accurate, but not in the 80s for sure. But you know. So I'm pretty sure that...
Thanks for saving me.
Shouldn't I be using like wait, hover what? Oh, okay, I can perfectly move up and down with that thing. What was I about to say? Something about what was it about? I don't remember what I was about to say, but it might not be important. Oh yeah, shouldn't I be using a gun instead of shooting floppy disks? I mean, I'm pretty sure that guns, especially laser guns and futuristic shit like that... Oh, I actually died? Oh, I actually made it to the platform. But I thought that guns were really popular during this time period. I mean, I don't mind floppy disks, but come on, bro. Floppy disk can hardly kill anyone, I mean. The Commodore is also another one of the reference, Commodore 64, which is, if I'm not mistaken, well, see, here's the thing. I was about to say that the Commodore is a very bad console, but the problem is that in that era, like, if it's not the NES, then almost everything was a bad console. That's the problem. Also, it seems that the people that I rescue are not new. Like, they just, you know, fuck. Like, they just pop up out of nowhere. But they are people that I already knew. Visit Buddy's parallel universe, but I already did that, god damn it. What do you mean visit his parallel universe? So I'm assuming that it also is because of the... well, anything that you do, if you don't do it when the achievement is there, it won't count. That's something that also happened in the game that I was telling you about moments ago, that Shenron game. That's a cool game, but you know, it's a cool game, but it doesn't stop being a mobile game. That, funnily enough, you could play in PlayStation. And I think you can still play it in PlayStation. I don't know why you will port a mobile game to PlayStation, but hey, it's free. Like, both on mobile and on PlayStation. No, okay, I didn't do that. I probably should change the mode. So I don't know if I already unlocked the other modes. Just to see what else there is. You know. Also wonder if the achievements in the game, I don't think they are the same as the achievements on Steam. They are different. But you know. Can I kill these guys that come from the bottom? Am I gonna say never gonna give you up every time I rescue one of these morons? Oh, automatic fire. Wait, what the hell? That's it? You're just gonna go away after that? Wait, how did I not die there? Huh? And I have been completely dead? Well, that's weird. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. Enemy freezer. So... this is stoner ass shit. Well, at least now it's gonna count towards the achievement. Damn. I really have to wonder when it comes to these games, what will it be to play them while stoned? It really is probably a completely different experience. Maybe that's the point. I mean, after all, I'm pretty sure that it was in the 80s when... Well, correct me if I'm wrong, because I might be wrong, but that's more or less when drugs become popular, as in, you know, for personal use, right? Let me check if... No, I need to be level 8? Well, okay, but what level am I? How do I see my level? Maybe upgrades? Huh, the currency is called pixels. Okay, what's my level? Maybe in the apartment it will say my level. Huh? I cannot move. I don't think I was supposed to move. Wait, what? Cyber Baiters. I pressed triangle. Oh shit. It has a a mini game of Space Invaders. God damn it, dude. Man. Well, might as well, since we are here. Damn, dude. The funny thing is, the Atari, this is one of the only decent games that it features. Like, I actually, at some point, like, looked through some games in the Atari. This is one of the only good ones. The other good one that I remember is Enduro. It's a racing game. Other than that, all of the other ones were, well, as expected, bad. But bad, not in the sense that they were old, but in the sense that wasn't really that much of a point in playing them. Also, I'm about to get fucked. Keep in mind that Space Invaders is all about having one bullet on the screen at a time. So if you fail a shot, you're pretty much dead, though I'm pretty much dead now. Well, I tried. Nice shot 'em up section, I know. How is it going, Riemann? Oh, wait, what was the... Damn it, dude. What was the button to put the other letters? Now I'm she underscore underscore. Damn it, dude. Can't believe I'm she. Alright, will you tell me what level I am? I can't believe that there is not a single place that you tell me what level I am. How am I supposed to know when I unlock that? Or is my level brew? Maybe skins? They are all dogs. Come on, you could have given... Oh, never mind. You had oh, and you also have a cat. Huh. Interesting. Wonder... These are all... Oh, I can beat 2 Michael Jacksons, Thriller and Smooth Criminal, both. In my Kimble, well, I'm gonna buy that. Fuck this shit. Definitely the Smooth Criminal one. But damn, can't believe it. 2 of them, not 1, 2. You got No Miss No Bomb of Loop 1 of Daifukatsu Arrange A. Nice, congratulations. You were the one that got every single achievement, every single Steam achievement in Daifukatsu, right? Are you that one, Riemann? Because I don't remember if you had every single one or not, but I think you had, right? Or was that your objective? Is it still work in progress? I remember something like that, but I don't remember. No. Which ones do you lack? Oh, it says it right there, level 3. Damn, that's a long way to go. That's fucked up. But you know, which ones do you need? Because I'm pretty sure that you definitely will be able to 100% Daifukatsu on Steam. I mean, after all, you can do stuff that most people can't. So, you know, you should give it a try. Unless there is one of those very annoying achievements, which could be the case. Some black label plus arrange B achievements. Arrange B... Wait, Black Label has a range B? I thought that it only had like the Getsuipachi range. Or is that Getsuipachi? I can't remember. No, but wasn't that a range A?
Totally. Buddy time.
Oh, this stoner ass shit again, damn. Every time I see this, I really gotta assume that I am stoned. Damn, dude. Unbelievable. And I don't even know why it even triggers in the first place. Damn, there is a time. I like achievements from those modes. Oh, Black Label and a range B. Okay, okay, gotcha. Yeah, range B is a little bit lame. It's a mode that I still don't understand what the point of even is. But you know,
Damn it.
Black Label. Have you been able to get to Satsusa yet, or is that also something that you gotta do?
Good boy.
Because I think that Black Label could definitely be. Oh, I thought that you could kill him with a floppy disk. Damn it. I guess not. But what was I about to say?
Let's go.
Something about. Oh, Satsusa is one of those. I was out to say that maybe I should try, but the problem is that Black Label gets really hard when you try to go for. I don't know why I thought that I was immortal with the board when you are not. But no, I was out to say that yeah, Black Label is very, very hard. It gets very hard if you try to go for the true last boss, so that's my problem. It's just one of those. Just one of those, you know. You can. No, I did it on Novice. Well, wait, did I?
Totally.
I can't remember what I did on Novice. I think I did Taisabachi on Novice. I didn't do Hibachi though. I mean, I have that run on YouTube. That's what I know. But like, I'm pretty sure that I have only Taisabachi. It's a 1 coin clear too. Well, it has to be a 1 coin clear, otherwise you won't get anything. Damn, did that really kill me? Are you shitting me, dude? I feel like I'm getting scammed. I have a feeling I'm getting. Also, I'm gonna activate this more just so I can get the achievement. Not like it did much, you know. I was out to say, yeah, I don't know. I should try it. Also, I should stop shooting so many floppy disks since they are not infinite. Kill 50 Cindy's? And they are called Cindy's? That's fucked up. So Cindy, I'm pretty sure that was a very popular name back then, right? In the 80s?
Now we're talking.
Not sure. I think it was. You know. I don't know, dude. Every time I think about Daifukatsu, I think about how damn hard it is and how much you have to try hard it. I don't think I will be able to try hard it. It requires a lot of patience. Damn, how was I supposed to dodge that? I guess I was supposed to use a floppy disk. God damn it. That's fucked up. I'm getting fucked real fast. Maybe I should start buying upgrades, cause honestly, I'm barely lasting anything here. I cannot even, you know, surpass my record. Anyways, you know that I've been playing more Tekken 7 lately, and I gotta say that fighting games really are a unique kind, because it really heavily depends on the opponent you get. Depending on the opponent you get in online, you can feel really good afterwards, or you can feel like you want to destroy everything. And it's not about winning or losing, even though that obviously has a part on it. But I'm talking more about, you know, for example, I'm playing Tekken rank, and it's very, like, you know, most of the opponents that I fight are obviously the lowest rank possible because I just started, right? The problem is that a lot of times when I fight an enemy at that rank, an opponent at that rank, like, they are Smurf accounts that basically just got resetted, right? Like, they just started the Smurf, and it's so fucked up because, dude, I'm a noob. I don't stand a chance against this Smurf account. Anti-Kevin? Oh, this is a new enemy. Oh, get on, Anti-Kevin. I don't know. It's fucked up, though. It's very fucked up. The online experience, it's a salt mine. You know, hey, at least I level up. Let me see if I have upgrades, because I really need to start surviving more. The problem is that these upgrades are about the items that you pick up. I don't feel like these are really gonna be that useful, though. I mean, it's more useful than not having them, I will assume. This upgrade was successful, and how could it be unsuccessful? Unbelievable. But, you know.
Let's go.
Also, why do I always start with a friend now? Know that I didn't start with a friend before, but now I do. Oh, sure, why not? But when are you gonna start playing fighting games, Riemann? I mean, you were a Dota player after all. I'm pretty sure that if you actually try to survive the salt, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, you know? I mean, after all, you survive one of the saltiest games ever. It's Dota. Do I look like I try hard to you? I wonder if you do. But you know, you don't even need to be do I look like not salty person to you? I mean, see, but here's the thing, you gotta understand, like, if I'm not mistaken, you like annoying people a lot, right? Like, you like irritating people in online games, right? That's something that you enjoy. Because I remember you telling me that you really like making other people, well, to put it in your words, seethe, right? So, if you like doing that, playing fighting games is the best. Like, the best way of doing that. You pick a cheap-ass character that it's very hard to counter for noobs. You start spamming the cheap-ass move it has, and voila. That's all you need. Everyone is gonna start sending you hate messages as soon as possible. It's the perfect opportunity. You should try it.
Supersonic rolling dude. I'll be back.
Wow, what a power up. Irritating people is the best thing about online. So I need to know that character and moves. Yeah, but that's usually not a big deal. At least obviously on the lower ranks. Right? Like on the lower ranks, you just need to know which character is cheap for noobs. Right? And once you know that, the only thing you need to do is learn the move that makes it cheap. So for example, like lately I'm playing Tekken, so in Tekken, if you wanted to annoy people a lot, you could pick a character like Paul Phoenix and start doing one combo string that basically has a low hit in the middle of it, and then it has a mid, so basically they have to crouch and then stand, and most people don't do that because they just don't know the matchup. Well, eventually they know it, but not in the lower ranks. So you know, you should try. You should definitely try. And I say Tekken because there is a lot of other games that are very are not very new friendly, right? So, and most importantly, they barely have players. So I think that game, Tekken, really is the best one for that. Thankfully, I haven't met anyone that is like that yet. I haven't met someone that spams one cheap ass move over and over again until, you know, until they kill me. Because I feel like, I mean, I don't know, maybe I just gotten lucky, but I think that most of the people that I'm fighting are people that actually are interested in learning the game. Like, they are people that want to legitimately know how to properly win, right? How to win without any cheap shit. They just want to, you know, they just want to learn the game. But you know, that's when you need to step in and start doing that shit. Well, actually, now that I remember, today, I remember fighting against a guy that picked a character that is called Eddie Gordo, which is a Brazilian guy that does capoeira. And because he does capoeira, a lot of his moves are incredibly hard to see, because he just rolls around the floor like a fucking moron, right? And one time he did a move that actually, like, he spammed it over and over again, and I actually got killed because I didn't know how to counter it. And you can do that for people that are not very experienced with the game or with the game theory, and you're gonna fuck them up. Because I basically, on the next round, he tried to do it again, but I understood how to counter it. But a lot of people, especially the people that really don't know shit about the game, like never saw any tutorial, never saw good players play, and just go to online right away, that kind of thing, they can't do anything about that. Like, they are dead. So that's when you need to step into the action, Riemann. When you see someone like that, you have to be like, you know, leave it to me, and you should fuck them up. And the interesting thing about Tekken 7 is that the online is so badly done that you can basically edit your online statistics offline. So basically you can pretend you are a new player even though you aren't. So I think that that game is perfect for you. Plus, I will have someone else to play against. So, you know, I don't know. Well, there is one problem with Tekken 7, and that is a little bit expensive. But, you know, maybe if you catch it on sale, it's not that bad. But But yeah, it's the perfect game, I tell you. No other fighting game, maybe except Street Fighter V. It's a game that you can just go online and do annoying shit to the people that are on the low ranks. I don't think there is many other games, because first of all, most fighting games are dead, right? So you don't really have too many to pick from. But the ones that are semi-alive, a lot of them like require a minimum amount of knowledge to not get destroyed even on the lower ranks. But games like Street Fighter V, Tekken 7 and I will even say Mortal Kombat 11 have such a low barrier of entry that you can start doing annoying shit. Yeah, Street Fighter V is a shitty game, yeah, but that's besides the point. What I'm saying is that you can step into Street Fighter V, pick someone like Urien, I think. I don't know if he got nerfed, maybe he got nerfed. But you can start doing some specific block strings that a lot of people don't know how to block. I mean, a lot of new people don't know how to block, and you can just annoy them like that until they, you know, send you a hate message. Basically how it goes. But no, I mean, of these three games that I mentioned, I consider both Street Fighter V and Mortal Kombat 11 to be shitty games. Tekken 7, I wouldn't call it a shitty game, but it's a game that does so many things wrong. But at the same time it does a lot of other things right, so it kinda like evens up. Street Fighter V, however, does more things wrong than it does right, so, you know, it doesn't help that the previous entry was better in almost every way, which is not the case with Tekken 7, for example. The previous entry was Tag Team 2, that has almost nothing to do with how Tekken 7 plays, but the previous entry, Tekken 6, really wasn't better than Tekken 7 in terms of how it plays. It was better in terms of offline content, but in terms of core gameplay, I definitely don't think it was better. But you know, yeah, I don't know. I think that for you to get Tekken 7, it will be a very good idea. You should try it. You should try it. And something that is pretty interesting about Tekken 7, it doesn't matter if you don't know shit about the game, you can just go on YouTube and look for a tutorial. More importantly, specifically look for how to annoy enemies. Sorry, I keep saying enemies when it's opponents. But yeah, how to annoy opponents, especially noob ones. But you also gotta keep in mind that the people that play on PC are way better than the people that play on consoles. So it might be a little bit harder to annoy them. The people that play on console, as you would expect, they are more casual, so they are more, but there is also a lot that are way worse. I'll think about it, remind me when it will be on sale. Being asshole on the internet is fun. Yeah, just keep in mind though, even though it might be easy to learn how to be annoying in Tekken, you also gotta keep in mind that it's not as easy as entering in the game and just starting pressing buttons. You at least need to understand a little bit of what's happening, and obviously what you want to do, what you want to spam to be annoying with, and what weakness does that have. I think you will enjoy it. I don't know. Especially Tekken. Tekken is a game that is all about knowledge. If you don't know the gimmick that the opposite character is doing, you will get destroyed. No matter how good your fundamentals might be. Okay, if your fundamentals are okay, I guess you could figure out the gimmick that is killing you. But let's just say that even if you are very good with a character, if you met a character that you barely met before, you're gonna get fucked. if you know, if the other player knows how to annoy you, right? It runs on Proton as well. Are you sure? Because isn't Tekken 7 one of those games that have like anti-cheat and shit? Because if it has like anti-cheat, I'm not sure actually if it does. I don't know if it... Are you sure it runs on Proton? Because I think there is a lot of games made by Bandai Namco that definitely don't run very well. I'm not sure. It's Platinum? Damn. But does it run with the latest update and everything? Because that's the whole point. If it doesn't run with the latest update, you won't be able to play online. But well, if it does, then sure. Go ahead. It's very... you know... Last report is 2 weeks old. I see. Well, it's only a matter of trying. Though it will be pretty funny if you bought a game that doesn't work, but you know. I don't know, I will recommend you first of all, before you do anything, look on YouTube how to be annoying on Tekken 7. And if you like what you see, then buy it. Because, you know, maybe I'm selling you something that at the end, you know, it's definitely not your thing, for example. I think it should be your thing, but you never know. If it's not your thing, you don't want to spend money on that shit, you know. But, you know. I mean, regardless, if you actually want to get good at Tekken, you could be as annoying as you like. That's the important thing. If you actually try to get good and understand what you're doing and stuff, you can be as annoying as you want whenever you want. Obviously, there are gonna be people that are not gonna have any of your shit and are gonna counter what you're doing. But you know, at least for a little bit, you're gonna be doing well. And especially considering that, as I say before, you can reset your rank. So you could go back to the lower ranks and kill the new players. Which happened to me, as I say, today. I remember fighting a guy that, like, the statistics say that he was a new player. He definitely was not a new player. I've been able at least to get a couple rounds off of him, but the guy definitely knew what he was doing, and there was no way that he should have started playing the game. So, you know, you can do that. But, you know, something that you also gotta keep into account is that usually playing Tekken doesn't really mean that you can play other fighting games. Like, there are a lot of fighting games where getting good at one basically helps you a lot to get good at other ones. Like the knowledge kinda translates. With Tekken, it doesn't translate to any other fighting game. Maybe with the exception of Soul Calibur. And barely even. In fact, a lot of Tekken players cannot play other fighting games for shit. So, you know, that's another warning. Know if you try to get good at Tekken, you are only gonna be good at Tekken. I don't think that should be a problem for you. Damn, that was fucked up. But you know, all this talk about Tekken actually makes me want to play Tekken. Oh, and that's also something that I forgot about. The customization in Tekken 7 is so fucking stupid. that you basically can, you know, wear like a clown outfit that has a shower in your head, like, you know, displaying an annoying aura and having like a ghost float to your side. That's another thing that I almost forgot about. The costumes in Tekken can become so stupid and so annoying that that's also something that you're definitely gonna enjoy. Yeah, with clown outfit. Yeah, I mean, the outfits are outrageous how stupid they are. But, I mean, how stupid they can get. Because that's the thing. Tekken 7 customization allows a lot of freedom. But that freedom is a double-edged sword, because you can make a character that looks amazing. You can even make a character that looks like a character from a different franchise. Or you could make a character that is so annoying and ugly to look at that, you know, it's just obnoxious to say the least. But you know, yeah. And it doesn't help that there are a lot of characters that when they win, they tell you like a quote that is very annoying. Like, for example, there is a character called Asuka that she's supposed to be a girl from Osaka. She's incredibly smug, and when she wins she says shit like, "Huh, you weren't even trying at all." I can tell you that that can make you very, very salty. I know it can make me very salty when I read that shit. I'm a Dark Souls player, making obnoxious characters is my specialty. Well, yeah. In that case, I recommend it. Recommend it. And I mean, I'm not saying that you're gonna be able to become the next world champion, because basically if you play Tekken it's impossible to become a world-class player if you haven't played the game for at least like 5 years. So you know, I don't say that you're gonna be able to reach that far unless you actually keep going at it for years, but you should be able at least to annoy the online players, or at least, you know, the ones that kinda suck. So, you know, maybe even including myself. That's the thing. I mean, after all, I suck at Tekken, despite the fact that I might know a little bit more than a complete noob, but that's just theoretical shit. Also, what the fuck? Damn, the prism killed me with a rainbow. That's fucked up. Also, really feels like it's gonna be very hard to reach level 8 at this point. Level 8? Since that's never gonna come at this rate. But I really want to see the other maps and the other modes. You know, I feel like one of these days I should definitely stream Tekken 7, dude. One of these days I should do that and then regret how bad of an idea it is to stream Tekken 7. Because, you know, streaming fighting games is kinda like streaming rhythm games. You can't talk during them. You just can't. Well, you can, but you're gonna lose, probably. You know? But, you know, it's the kind of thing that you probably will want not to do. But at the same time, I think it gives you a good, you know, a good show, especially considering that the opponents are all random. They are all people, you know. But I will definitely get quite salty. Play one hardcore game? What you mean one hardcore game? You want me to play a hardcore game? Alright, let me let me fire up Daifukatsu. Want me to play a hardcore game? You know, the worst part is that I'm pretty sure that when it says play a hardcore game, it actually means the other mode. How you want me to play that other mode if it's not even unlocked, you fucking dumbass? Are you stupid? How do you think that's gonna happen? It will be pretty funny if all of the achievements that were left were achievements that require you to unlock other modes, effectively soft-locking the progress. I don't think that will happen. They wouldn't be that dumb to do that, I would assume. Glorious lava. Hey, dude, I jumped. I swear I jumped. But maybe I didn't. Let me check if that hard. Maybe it is unlocked and I'm just a dumbass. Maybe it's a level 6. Oh, okay, it's a mode. It's not a world. So what's hardcore? You get fucked in the ass? I'm assuming that there are more enemies. Or not? I mean, you get double the points. But the game doesn't seem like it got harder at all. It feels like exactly the same. Maybe I'm stoned, but this definitely looks exactly the same. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this looks... What's the difference? Really don't see any difference right here. Oh, when you bounce you cannot double jump. That sucks. So obviously that has nothing to do with hardcore. Now the problem is... It wants me to run meters in normal mode. So I cannot even play on hardcore if I want to get that achievement. God damn it. It's okay. I still don't really comprehend the difference here. God knows. Annihilation. What a weird pronunciation. I thought that you could jump on enemies, but you apparently cannot. Maybe there is something that I'm not really getting. Because I thought that I was able to kill enemies vertically, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Also, the achievements seem to be getting increasingly harder to get. I also wonder if playing with gamepad even is the best idea here. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I should be playing with keyboard. You never know. The problem is that the game doesn't really let you pick between like it doesn't let you configure your control, so I'm assuming that playing on keyboard is gonna be an absolute pain in the ass. That's the issue. Usually a lot of games that, you know, you can play with keyboard, if it doesn't allow you to tweak your keys, it's bad. That's because obviously a keyboard is so fucking big that there are multiple ways of playing it. You know, on a gamepad it's like there aren't many ways you can play it. Even though, you know, there are games like, for example, Dark Souls, that I will assume that you can still have some different styles of playing it with gamepad, but most of the times you should use the default one, really. Don't really try to go for anything, you know, fancy, really. But I don't know. Oh, also that's something that reminded me that it's also pretty funny. For some reason, Tekken 7 doesn't recognize the PlayStation 4 controller. And guess what? This game does. Like, in fact, I'm not even using the Xbox emulator. I'm just using normally the... I'm using the... Well, as I said, I'm using the normal DS4 input. So the fact that a fighting game doesn't recognize the DS4, but this random ass indie game does, a little bit sad, to be completely honest. Well, that's another thing. What controller do you use to play, Riemann, or do you play with keyboard? Because if you play with keyboard, well, actually, I'm pretty sure you can definitely play Tekken with keyboard if you wanted, but probably not that good of an idea. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is a good idea, especially a game like Tekken. I don't know. You could try, but if you have a gamepad, you should probably use that. Probably. A lot of people lately, I prefer keyboard because I can use right hand for arrow keys.
I'll be back.
Well, I'm pretty sure you can still do it, because I'm pretty sure that lately something that got insanely popular in fighting games is something that is called hitbots. Hitbots is basically like an arcade stick, except that instead of having a stick, it has more buttons. So that's essentially the same as using a keyboard. You have a finger on each directional button. And I think that Tekken might benefit from that in some aspects, but it really depends on which character you pick. Your left hand is trash. Well, I guess it really depends on how comfortable you are. And it also, as I say, it really depends on the character. There are a lot of characters in Tekken that you can basically just mash buttons and something's gonna happen. And there are a lot of other characters in Tekken where there are some minimum inputs that you have to do with the directional pad, you know. So because of that, it might be a better idea to, you know, just see which character you're planning on using. Also, something very important with Tekken, the character that you pick is quite important because basically, you know, the game is so complex and so hard to master that you really don't want to learn more than one character. You gotta stick with one that you really like, though there is no pressure to do that, obviously. You can fuck around with a character and if you don't like it you can switch, but I'm just saying that if you commit to a character, you're probably gonna stick with it for some time. Which shouldn't be a problem in your case if you're looking for a troll heavy character. After all, you will need to use it regardless. What took you so long? What do you mean what took you so long? Damn it. See, as soon as I rescue you, I got fucked. Damn it. Well, let me see hardcore mode now. Kill sits hacks? What do you mean by kill sits hacks? What's a hack? Kill sits hacks? I think that's an enemy that well, maybe one of these. Maybe the punk guys are the hacks. Because, you know, hack is apparently an insult in English. Not just something that cracks a computer program, you know. So calling someone a hack is kind of like calling someone a Well, I don't know what word I could use to describe that insult. Like, if you call someone a hack, it's kind of like calling... I mean, it's not really calling them a moron. It's like calling them... I don't know, it really depends. Like, a lot of times it's used in the context of being incompetent. Like, for example, saying that Ed's writer is a hack. You're just saying that the way they write is bad. So they are hacks because of that. In this case, it refers to these punks. British? No, but I'm pretty sure that calling people hacks is not a British thing. Pretty sure that that's more American, if anything, than British. In fact, I don't even know if British people use hack as an insult. So I'm assuming that with the internet, a lot of insults that probably were specific to a region, now they are more like universal because of that. I mean, see, the funny thing is, a lot of people say hella now. Hella is supposed to be something that only people from California say, or a very specific sort of California. But because of the internet, you have people that are from, like, I don't know, Germany, and they say hella. So, you know, with the coming of the internet, a lot of those things really became very, you know, very universal. Well, mate, I think that it's a very good example. I'm pretty sure that not many people said mate before the internet came. Now it's a very common... Well, I don't know if now it's as common as it was some years ago, but it's very common to just call people mates. You know? But yeah, you can never know. The internet is truly a magical place, for better or for worse. You what, mate? Yeah, pretty much. I level up. That's basically the thing. It's just, you know, the way it is. Oh, I had the fucking board. I couldn't jump. But yeah. Well, in fact, with internet, not only a lot of words that were more specific from other regions are now commonplace everywhere, but also new words were invented, pretty much. Well, invented, probably invented is a bad word, because they already existed, it's just that they weren't used in the same context. And this is something that I was also saying yesterday, like, you know, the biggest examples, and I think the two biggest examples are basically base and cringe. Those two terms, like, were supposed to mean something that has nothing to do with what they now mean. I mean, base is something that just has a base on something else. And obviously cringe, if I'm not mistaken, is a specific expression that you do with your mouth muscles, or well, your face muscles, that like you kind of like retract everything. But now it's used for so many different things. Like, it completely change, you know. The pro tip says you should really upgrade your stuff. That's what I was about to do. I should probably upgrade everything to level 2. Probably. Something like this. Then upgrade something more specific, and there you go. Well, I could also change... Oh, never mind, I don't have enough money for that. But yeah. A lot of words. At least, something that I gotta be really thankful for is that in the Spanish side of the internet, Argentinian expressions are still Argentinian expressions and they haven't spread like cancer to other Spanish-speaking communities. I gotta be really thankful for that. Because Argentinian is such a fucked up version of Spanish that you have no idea. I'm really glad that that shit is Argentinian and it stays here. I really wouldn't want to see it anywhere else. I can tell you. I definitely wouldn't. But you know. Thankfully that's not the case. Thankfully it is not. You know. You never know. Maybe at some point... That's something that I always think about. What if my country at some point becomes... I mean, I know that this is impossible and incredibly unrealistic, but what happens if it becomes like the next USA and it starts having international relevance? That would be fucked up. Will be fucked up and not something I would like at all. That will mean... I mean, that will basically mean the same as the... as the USA, basically. I mean, the USA spreading their culture and basically, you know, in my opinion, degrading the culture of a lot of other places with the products that they exported. That's pretty much what would happen if Argentina became a relevant country as well. It will degrade everything else. So, you know, imagine not living in a shithole. There's not that much of it being... Like, it's not because of economy or stuff like that. It's because of the way the culture here is. The culture here, I will say that it's very... Kinda like in the USA, very selfish and very, you know, very asshole-ish, pretty much. But then again, I also ask myself that question. If the USA didn't have any relevance on our culture, right? If it didn't affect it like it affected every other country, will it really be like that? Or will it be different? And I honestly don't know. I don't know what to think, to be completely honest. But, you know, I don't think it really matters, because at the end of the day, this country being relevant at an international scale is impossible. So, you know, not a very worth thing to worry about. Okay, I need to do 400 meters without killing anyone. Can I really do that? That's 200 meters. And that's actually a lot harder than I thought. Damn, not killing anyone is very tough here. How many? 322. Wait, what you mean 201? Oh, you mean because of the car? But I don't control that car. Are you shitting me? Are you gonna blame me for that? Damn, that's like the teacher when someone someone did something inappropriate and everyone got punished because of it. Getting punished because of what a random ass car is doing. Are you out of your mind?
I'll be back.
Damn it. The friend power-ups really fucking suck. Almost all of them. If not all of them. Well, so far, I don't even know if there is supposed to be a new friend somewhere here. But as of right now, it fucking sucks. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. But you know, it's alright. Also, I don't know what picking that last run object does. I don't know what it even is supposed to be. I really hate the floor is lava shit. Mostly because some champs, if you don't see it coming from a long time before it happens, it's very hard to even be able to do anything about it. Oh shit, body time? I really wonder when this triggers, cause it seems completely random. So it's been a while since body time triggers, so maybe it's not completely random. I don't know, it's weird. Then again, what is not weird in this fucking game? Oh, this asshole. I don't know how to kill this guy. All I know is that he has that laser that insta-kills you. Yeah, I don't know what to do against that guy. He seems like an asshole. Probably should have used my friend power-up now that I think about it, damn it. I didn't do it. Because I keep forgetting that I can even do that. Since most of them are so useless, I don't even bother. The prince reminds me a lot of Devil Survivor 2. Huh. Always thinking about Shin Megami Tensei, huh? Unbelievable. You know. Oh, when does Shin Megami Tensei 5 releases, by the way? Or is that indefinitely delayed? What's the current status? I can't tell. Kinda reminds me of the new Touhou game that doesn't fucking release. Autumn? Autumn is... Oh, for you it's in like 1 month and a half, okay. Yeah, I guess that's alright. I mean, I'm not really gonna play it. A few days later on Switch piracy site. Motherfucker. But yeah, not really interested, but I just wanted to know because, you know. Well, I actually don't know why I wanted to know. I guess I just wanted to know if it was gonna be cancelled or not. But it seems that it isn't. I really do wonder when, as I said before, when the new Touhou game is supposed to release. According to Steam, it's gonna be this month, but that game got delayed so many times that I don't believe them anymore. You know. It's one of those things. that you can no longer believe when it's gonna release. You assume that it's never gonna release. Wow, I got incredibly lucky there. I would have died. I almost died. Alright. Gotta also remember that I have a friend power. I'm gonna use it, whatever. I almost got killed regardless there. Oh, well, at least I got an achievement, which is getting 2 body shields in 1 run. That's something. I also want to check the Steam achievements for this game, just to check what I should... Okay, that's unbelievable. What I should be doing. I'm assuming that before checking that I should probably you know, unlock new shit.
Let's go.
So the problem is I need to run 400 meters without killing anyone, but that shit seems so hard to do. Because everyone is an asshole that stays in my way in this game. I'm gonna try though. But it really sucks if the car that I have no control over counts as killing. Like, come on, bro. It killed without my consent. Alright, for now I'm just gonna chill up here. Okay, we're almost there. Come on. Give it to me. There we go. Okay, that should be enough for the achievement. I wonder how long I can go. Nah, whatever. Let me use the friend power up, which is something that I actually need to use.
I'll be that. Now we're talking.
So, you know. You can also shoot with circle. You don't need to use R2. I don't know why the game doesn't mention this. Like, you can use so many better buttons than the one that the tutorial mentions. Shoot 20 times. Oh shit, Vaporwave and a new home. Wait, what's my new home? Now I live in Vaporwave City or what? Oh, I guess. It's funny because you have an apartment but you cannot even move. Like, the apartment is just there. Endlessly. What's I ought to say? Oh yeah, try the Vaporwave. So you know, before I started the stream, I actually googled the difference between Vaporwave and Synthwave. And it seems that not many people even know what the difference is. But I just went with Vaporwave, and I'm glad that I didn't, that I wasn't wrong. Because this is literally Vaporwave. I don't know why Vaporwave has those statues. Like, what's so special about those statues that randomly appear there? I don't know. It's weird the way it works. You know. As I said before, it's fitting for a game like this that it's just as weird as everything that is shown. You know. Wait, no, stay there, but give me hardcore.
Your damage. Like, totally.
Oh, also considering that you are from that era, were you part of the Vaporwave movement, Yami? Actually, no, you weren't from that era. You were from the 90s, and Vaporwave is a thing from the 80s, I think, right? Not really the 90s, I think. Oh, in that case, you probably didn't. But you know. Also, I don't know how the effect is called. I think it's called chromatic aberration. Gotta say that it's slowly but surely killing my damn eyes. I gotta say. Like, my eyes are not feeling very happy about it.
Gotta finish my homework.
Gotta finish my homework. What you mean by finish your homework? So that we were supposed to be adults. I mean, after all, we have our own apartment.
Does your mom know you're here?
Vaporwave is new shit. What you mean is new shit? Everyone says that it's based on the 80s. You know. So I don't know. What you mean by new shit? Also, hello, how is it going? I mean, I will assume that the movement, and I mean naming it Vaporwave is new, but it's definitely based on things that are from the 80s, as far as I'm aware. Right? Like the, you know, these weird ass computer programs. Well, computer programs. There is also like Windows 98. Well, Windows. But you know, I know exactly what you mean by new. Did I really die that early? Sure. Alright. So did you live through those, or are you not from that era? I think that you're from the 90s, so technically you didn't live through those things. So then again, see, well, that's the funny thing. I mean, those windows, I'm pretty sure that they are supposed to represent Windows 95, Windows 98. Isn't that something from the 90s? Maybe Vaporwave is from the 90s instead of the 80s? I'm not sure. It might be. The later parts of it. Yeah. Yeah, basically it's just like I was present on the later parts of the 90s. Well, but that's the thing. Does it really count? Because I was born in 96. But I mean, I don't remember the 90s. I was like 4 years old when they disappeared, after all. I don't really think it counts in that regard.
Supersonic rolling dude.
I don't really think it does. But you know, I mean, the decade that I remember a little bit was the 2000s, and even that I don't remember that much. I don't know. Well, it doesn't help that I have some very shitty ass memory, but you know what I mean. Just don't remember that much. And also the thing is, well, someone said when I was investigating today that these things are mostly based on nostalgia, right? So that's the thing, like, I don't really feel nostalgic for a specific period of time. I feel nostalgic for the things that I did at that point. So for example, I can feel nostalgic about a game that I played back then. Obviously, I'm not gonna feel nostalgic about shit that I didn't do. I still remember the dog shit web design and Windows 3.1. Yeah, I mean, sadly for me, well, I don't know if I should say sadly, honestly. But the earliest window that I remember using is 95. Didn't use anything earlier than that. And I use it at school, that's the interesting thing. I didn't use it at home. At home I used 98. 98, which was okay. I mean, was a really cool operative system. I mean, it mostly worked. Is what truly matters. Though I remember at one time that I wanted to install like a football game on the PC, and it said that it didn't have enough RAM. And obviously I have absolutely no idea how much RAM it had, because at that point I was completely illiterate when it came to computers. Absolutely illiterate. I don't think that there was anyone more illiterate than me back then when it came to computers. You know, eventually I started using them so much that it ended up being what it's today. How much? Not enough? I don't know, dude. I think that I was very illiterate when it came to computers back then. I really didn't know shit. All I knew is that they work. And you know how to get some shit and everything like that, but yeah, I really was just like what a very old person will be today, just extremely ignorant of computers. So even worse, like for example, my parents actually can use computers very well. I mean, sure, they are not experts, but they are relatively good at it. I mean, they at least, you know enough to use it. That's the thing. Damn, that's fucked up. But you know, there is a lot of old people that don't know shit about computers.
Supersonic rolling dude!
It is expected.
I'll be back.
But yeah.
What's your damage?
You got an achievement called the Exterminator. That's right, I have to check the achievements here. So I'm assuming that this game has a shit ton of achievements, and most of them are probably incredibly hard to get, so I probably shouldn't worry about that.
What took you so long?
I'm never gonna get
Mind-blowing telekinetic blast!
Totally.
Sorry,
Mind blowing. Truly mind blowing. Collect pixels. Oh, this part is very useful for the achievement about collecting pixels, which is something that I don't know when it's gonna happen at this rate. It's been there for quite a long time and I still am not really that close.
Inverted.
Get on.
That was like
Maybe you should help me right now.
Sonic rolling dude!
Perfect. Damn, maybe using the friend's powers as soon as you get them is not that bad of an idea after all. So otherwise you really forget. So see, for example, here I probably should have saved it for this asshole. I have fucked up. Damn, I actually beat it. And I got Eye of the Tiger as an achievement. Damn, I really fucked that up. Why didn't I jump that? I didn't have projectiles for that. At least I got both achievements there. I'm level 9. I got double pixels. Wait, I got double pixels. Can I use them right away? Or how does it work? Oh, I need to actually activate it. Okay, and there is distance to double pixels as well. That's fucked up. Sure, I'll get it. What was I about to say?
Hardcore.
Well, yeah, I was about to say that very interesting to see that there was a lot of shops before, and I'm pretty sure they still exist, but not as much, that were basically about tech support. That was something like installing programs, uninstalling programs, like changing the desktop image, shit like that. I mean, there were people that used to, you know, to get money for doing those things.
Total annihilation.
That's definitely something that it's probably not gonna happen anymore. But I think that the same way that that's the case, maybe that's also gonna be the case with programming. Like, for example, right now, I earn money by being a programmer, right? I'm pretty sure that at some point, so many people, like, programming is gonna be like a more common knowledge, and when that happens, dude, you are definitely not gonna be able to land a job as easily as nowadays. I can install shit with one line in the terminal. Pretty sure a lot of people cannot even figure out how to use a terminal in the first place. You know, the thing is,
Mighty Fire Shooting Club!
regardless of that,
Gotta finish my homework.
yeah, pretty sure that at some point my shop might no longer be a shop, but it really depends. Is programming something that people will really be able to have as common knowledge at some point? Like, will programming really at some point have tools that will make it as easy as right now it is installing programs and, you know, just doing that sort of stuff? Because you will need something that, like, it's very like you will need an interface that is like super integrated with the code. Well, I think that already exists after all. Like, if you download Unreal Engine, you can pretty much like make a game without knowing shit about programming. So that's for games. What about more general purpose solutions? Like, you know, web pages. So, I mean, that's also, I guess, the case now. There are programs like Wits
So long.
that allow you to pretty much do a web page with not so much effort. But I guess as long as there is gonna be a specialized, you know, like, as long as there is a specialized demand for programs, I think that programmers are still gonna have a use. Right? I don't know. I just don't see that ending anywhere near in the future, you know. It just feels like something that is very far. We are talking about a very distant future. when programming might not be needed anymore. Very, very distant future. So distant that I don't even think that it's worth worrying about it right now.
Hardcore.
Hey Kyle, how is it going?
Get him, buddy.
But you never know. Maybe at some point,
Hold my shorts, dude.
maybe at some point I'm gonna be out of,
Good boy.
not gonna have a show anymore. What is this thing? I don't know, bro. Take a guess by what you're looking at.
Total
Ah, man.
annihilation. Take a get him, buddy.
You know, programming.
What's your damage?
I think that it's all about
Good boy.
perspective, right? At the same time, like what we know, what we now know as programming, as you know, writing code. I think that at some point it's not even gonna be about writing code anymore, or rather the code is gonna write itself, but you're not gonna have anything to do with it. I mean, it's kind of like usually when you copy a folder into another folder, obviously those are commands that you say to the processor, but you don't use those commands,
What's your
right?
damage?
The operative system does it by itself.
Total
So I will assume that that will also happen with programming. Like eventually you will have a very powerful interface
hardcore.
that gonna do absolutely everything. Anything for you. Yeah, high level programming basically. To a point where it's not really programming anymore. Yeah, pretty much like that. But as I say before, that feels like something that's gonna happen so much in the distant future that it's not even something worth to worry about. I really feel that that's something that might happen in like probably after I die, like in 100 years or so.
Now we're talking.
Or maybe not, I don't know. It really is something that it's hard to tell. Hard to tell because technology, especially computer technology, is something that evolves so fast.
Hardcore.
AI that writes code, yeah, I mean that's the point. You will have an interface that you interact with that has an AI that writes the code for you, depending on what parameters you specify. You know, I know that there will be a higher level of abstraction. What I'm saying is that that higher level of abstraction is not gonna happen anytime soon. That's all I'm saying. It's probably gonna happen in like, well, maybe 100 years is an exaggeration, but maybe 50 years. I don't think we're ready for that yet. I think that AI in general is not ready for that. It's not advanced enough to have something like that.
Annihilation. Total annihilation. Now we're talking. Take a rest. Buddy time.
Right now there are services that let you do stuff like every time someone tweets, look at the tweet with some AI and then do something. Yeah, I'm aware of that, but you know, programming is a lot more complex than that. All online with trivial interface. Yeah, no, I'm aware of that, but like that's very specific. Like here we will be talking about something that is like way more generic. Like it's something that will allow you to write any kind of general purpose program. And at the same time, like that's not enough. It will have to be enough that will be picked up by the general public. Just like Windows was picked up by the general public and it basically became an OS that allow you to use computers without knowing shit about computer architecture or anything like that.
Like, totally.
Right? Talking about that level of abstraction and that level of complexity, I don't think we are there yet.
Amped up.
And as I said before, I don't think we are even close to that level yet. I think that there is still a lot more to go in the AI field and much more when it comes to the, you know, when it comes to the whole user-friendly shit. Like it has to be really
Totally bad.
like aimed at the lowest amount of, like at a person that really has the lowest amount of knowledge about computers. I think that it will have to be like that. And when that happens, that's when I could probably say, damn, my job is in danger. But I think that by the time that's gonna happen, I'm probably gonna be retired from programming. So it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, besides, you gotta understand, I live in a country where people still use some very old methods to do a lot of shit. But I think that at least in a country like this one, there will always be demand, well, always. I mean, like,
Feel inverted.
there will be demand for this kind of shit
Get him, buddy.
at least sooner than, I mean, later than in other countries. Just like it always is when it comes to technological shit,
Take the good boy.
you know?
Total annihilation.
Fucking prison.
Now we're talking. What's your take?
How the fuck are you not dead yet? There you are, Jesus. That was horseshit. The floor is lava when I was in the air, you sack of shit. That was so dirty. I have no idea how you can be so dirty like that. Ah man,
Hardcore.
it's fucked up,
Amped
but it's okay. In any case, I'm also pretty sure that, well, I don't know how it will be, how it is in your respective countries, but here, if you want to fire an employee without a really good reason, you have to pay a lot for that action. So basically, I will assume that even if it came to the point that I'm no longer useful for my company, they will make me do something else, but they wouldn't fire me. Because if they want to fire me, I think it's more expensive to fire me than to actually pay my salary and make me do something else, you know. I don't know how it's in your countries. I know that in the USA, there are a lot of shops that can just fire you, like whatever.
Supersonic rolling.
Here you can just fire a dude.
I'll be back.
Well, I mean, in a technical sense, you could also just fire a dude here, but you can definitely take legal action, and sure, a lot of times they get away with it, but if you work at a half-serious company, that's never gonna happen. Expecting to stay there forever? You mean in the company that I'm right now? I mean, as long as the salary keeps, you know, scaling with the inflation, and as long as I do what I'm doing right now, which is web development and nothing else, and as long as I can work from home, if those three things are fulfilled, yes. And so far they are all fulfilled. I'm working from home, I develop instead of babysitting developers or doing some other dumb shit that involves talking to people. And also every time there is an inflation spike, because basically the currency in this country is so trash that we have inflation basically every month. I mean, you could say that every country has inflation every month, but the inflation in this country is exaggerated. So, thankfully, at least the company that I'm at now makes an effort to, at the very least, mitigate the inflation a little bit. Even if it's not the best, it still does what's decent to do. But yeah, I mean, as long as those three things are fulfilled, yeah, I plan to stay here forever. Well, forever. Forever until I retire, obviously. Or I die, whatever happens first. But, you know, hopefully not. Hopefully it's until I retire. But I mean, you never know.
Totally. Yeah, buddy.
It's impossible to look literally 40 years in the future. Because like, there is still 40 years to go before I can retire. Well, technically, I think 35. I think I could retire in 35 years, but I'm not sure. No, I think it has to be 40. I think for women, it could be 35.
It's your damage.
But for men, I think it's. I mean, I think I say 35 from now. I'm saying that until 65 years old. 65, I think it's for men, and 60 is for women, I think. If they haven't changed it, which they might have, but I'm not sure. But yeah.
Hardcore. Totally bad. Get him, buddy.
Honestly, it really depends on how everything happens, obviously. Especially in a country that has such a volatile economy. Like, you never know if this, I mean, it's unlikely, but you never know if this company that I'm working at is gonna go bankrupt. It doesn't look like it will, because, you know, like the clients that we have are banks, usually. And banks, you know, first of all, it's not only one bank, it's multiple banks. So if a bank falls, usually the whole country will probably fall with the bank. So I don't see that happening. I mean, it could happen, yes, and something similar already happened, yes, but, you know,
Total annihilation.
I don't think that it's gonna get to the point where the banks will go bankrupt. But as I say before, you never know. It's something that you cannot take for granted. You can just say how likely or unlikely it is, but never how 100% certain it is. It's never 100% certain. You know, it's the way it is. In it, I want to check, by the way, the achievements that this game has. I want to know what else I will need to do here. But I'm pretty sure that it's basically about unlocking the rest of the shit. Complete, no, upgrade everything to the maximum, Midnight Driver 90 times, reach level 27, run 1.5 miles in War Run, beat top scoring Cyber Baiters, play 15 games, dress as Thriller Kevin. Really? Well, you want me to buy the Thriller outfit? I could do that. I mean, after all, I was between that one and this one. You know, it was between Smooth Criminal or Thriller. So let me do Thriller, I guess, which is this one. Oh wait, you get a... Oh, I didn't know this. Depending on who you select, you actually get a buff, which is the reason why I'm always starting with a friend with this guy. Damn, I didn't know that. I wonder if one of these has a really broken... Oh wait, they all have the same shit. And you can be a clown. And you can be Inspector Gadget too, Freddy Krueger. There are obviously a lot here that I don't recognize, so my bad, apologies for that. I'm pretty sure this is Indiana Jones. I'm gonna get Thriller Michael Jackson, because this is a Thriller night. They either... Wait, write code so bad that only you understand it. They either rewrite everything or have to keep you higher.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, well, that's another thing that I forgot to mention. Like, even if we get to the point where you could make the programs yourself,
Let's rock.
it's still like like a lot of times, and I will say that most times, it's way more expensive to do that. Like, way more expensive to create a new system instead of maintaining the previous one, you know. So a lot of times maintaining the previous one is something that requires people that are specifically knowledgeable about it. For example, I'm very knowledgeable, more than I have a lot of experience with AngularJS. AngularJS, for those who don't know, it's a front-end framework that you use for web pages. It's basically a JavaScript framework. JavaScript is the programming language that is used in web pages, at least in the user side, like the one that you have in your Explorer, like in Chrome or whatever Explorer you're using. Browser, that's what I'm trying to say. Whatever your browser is, it runs JavaScript on every page you visit. What the fuck was that? Hey, that was horseshit. I need the bar on that shit. That was absolute horseshit. But you know, the point is, AngularJS is a framework that is not really used anymore. Any new development is not gonna use AngularJS. But I pretty much learned a lot of programming with AngularJS to the point that it's the best framework that I can manage. So if there is something written in AngularJS, they will definitely need people like me for that. Because most people now are either going for
Total annihilation.
what's the name of this framework? React.js, or
What's your damage?
they are going for the newer versions of Angular, like, well, Angular 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, but not Angular JS. So basically, regardless of how shit or not my code is, whenever they will need support for Angular JS, they will need me.
Hardcore.
And I can tell you that the project that I'm working on right now uses a lot of Angular JS. So I will be needed at least for quite some time.
Good boy.
It's kind of like people that learn COBOL. COBOL, nobody fucking studies COBOL. But most bank application in banks run on COBOL, which is an ancient programming language. So if you know COBOL, you are almost guaranteed to have a job. Because they are, I mean, those programs are still gonna run on COBOL. They are not gonna upgrade it. You know, the whole, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, pretty much the case. Backdoor? Oh, come on. I never coded anything malicious. Like,
Your mom know you're here?
if you actually wanted to hire me to write malicious code, I will probably suck at it. Not that it will be impossible for me to learn it, obviously, but
Mighty
I wouldn't be very good at it right now.
Totally. Gotta finish my homework.
And you gotta keep in mind that writing malicious code is always gonna be harder and harder. Basically because,
Nice shorts, dude.
you know, security measurements are getting very good in operative systems and shit, and also in web browsers. If you actually wanted to write malicious code, you will have to be a lot smarter and not just knowing how to code. I mean, you know that this might sound like an exaggeration, but you will pretty much need to be a hacker at that point. Hacker as in someone that specifically codes with the purpose of hijacking systems. It's definitely a different mindset and a different approach that you need. It's completely different. Obviously, knowing how to program is a requirement, but it's not a guarantee at all. Like, basically, when you know how to program, how to write code, I mean, to make things work, you have the mindset of pretty much that, making things work, creating stuff. If you have the hacker mindset, it's all about finding vulnerabilities, destroying, you know, doing unconventional shit, because obviously the conventional shit wouldn't work,
Thanks for saving me.
right?
Mighty fire shooting blood.
So, yeah.
Total.
Knowing how to code definitely does not mean that you know how to hack. They are very different things and require two completely different approaches. And also two completely different set of knowledge as well. But you know. In fact, I will go as far as to say that if you are a hacker, it doesn't necessarily mean that you know how to write code to create a program that works, right? I mean, you could be both, obviously, but I'm trying to say that just because
Now we're talking.
you are used to hacking, definitely doesn't mean that you can just, you know, write programs. But you know, I never really got interested in it, mostly because I never liked being on the wrong side of the law. Well, of the law and order, I guess you could say.
Hardcore.
I always try to be
What's your game, Total?
a good boy.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, hacking is about finding exploits. That's pretty much it. That's why I say that you need to do unconventional stuff. You need to think outside of the box. Like, it's a complete different skill set than the one needed to create programs.
Annihilation.
Skill set and mindset, it's absolutely different. Kinda like how it's different being a sport teacher and actually playing the sport professionally.
Total annihilation.
Like, it's completely different, because being a teacher means that you know how to transmit your knowledge to other people, while being a professional in the sport itself means that you know how to execute it and you can execute it. So basically, just because someone teaches a sport doesn't mean that it can play it very well to the point of being professional. Just because you're a professional
Total annihilation.
sport player doesn't mean you can teach it. So it's basically like that. There are things that are very tightly related, but they don't necessarily imply the other thing, you know.
Hardcore.
But you know,
Now we're talking.
it's all about being interested in it. You can definitely be both if you really wanted to. But I gotta say that you really need to like computers if you want to be both a programmer that creates programs and a hacker. You need to really like computers, because the amount of knowledge and experience you need for both at the same time, it's really a lot. Especially for hacking, honestly. Hacking really is insanely hard. I mean, some people kinda like somehow can do it naturally. Like, they can very naturally understand how to do it.
We're talking. Totally bad.
But it usually requires you to, you know, be very good at computers and studying a lot and practicing a lot. So, you know, basically requires effort, a lot of it. So, you know, that's more that I am personally willing to do with computers, you know.
Hardcore.
You know, you never know. I mean, after all, being a hacker is not necessarily something that means that you are on the bad side of the law, as I say before. You could be a hacker that is actually helping precisely companies to not get affected by hackers. Even working for antiviruses companies. And it's almost guaranteed that you're gonna get paid a lot, because there aren't many people in the world that can do it. So, you know. It's that sort of thing. But yeah. I know that it sounds very attractive to become a hacker. Just know that, like, if you didn't start from when you were little doing it, it's an absolute pain in the ass. Insanely painful. Unless you are really gifted with a very particular brain, you most people don't really fulfill that requirement. I mean, most people don't fulfill the requirement of being born with a normal brain in the first place, so a little bit hard. But, I'm thinking of switching to Streets of Rage 4. What do you think? Will I switch to Streets of Rage 4? What do you say? Because honestly, I don't think there is that much to do in this game. I mean, sure, I could keep getting the achievements and shit, but I don't really think that it's something that is really worth to do.
What took you so long?
Took you long enough? I mean, it's not that it took me long enough, but I mean, you gotta understand that a game like this is perfect for not paying attention to the game itself. Like, it's perfect to be able to talk and chill. Kinda like Horizon Chase. Horizon Chase is also a very good game for that, where you just chill, don't really pay that much of attention of what's going on, and you can talk without getting distracted. That's the reason why I've been playing it this long. But I don't know, what do you think? Should I switch? Definitely don't mind doing it.
What took you so long?
I'm never gonna let you down.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna do survival runs. That's for sure. Survival runs. Probably with Streets of Rage 3 Shiva. If I can make it more broken than actual normal Shiva, I will probably do that. I really gotta say that this is a stoner ass game, dude. This is definitely the kind of game that you will prefer to play while stoned. That's for sure.
Eat my shorts, dude.
Eat my shorts, dude. Eat my shorts. How vulgar of you. Wow, that's horseshit, dude. The floor is lava really has to be one of the most horseshit things that this game has. It's insanely horseshit. Well, let me see, just in case, what level I need to be to unlock the next mode. Ah, fuck that shit. Level 18. Well, level 12 for the actual other mode, but yeah, no. I think I'm fine. Yeah, I don't know. This is definitely a mobile game. It's not something that you will really actually play on PC. So, But I guess if you really have nothing else to do, I mean, it could be a nice time killer, especially if you are more casual when it comes to video games. Anyways, I'm gonna switch to Streets of Rage 4 for a little bit. I'm gonna do a couple of survival runs. And, etc, etc. So first of all, let me change my camera down here. And let me open the game. Streets of Rage 4, that is here. I'm very tempted to get all of the achievements in this game, but it really will take a long ass time to do that. So it's not something that you will be like, I'm gonna get all of them. No, it's something that is gradual. Like, you play it little by little and then you do so. Let me adjust the volume because, as I always say, for some reason this game is very quiet. There you go. Alright. So Streets of Rage 4. Survival. I'm gonna use my homie Shiva from Streets of Rage 3. That is kinda broken just like the normal one. Sadly, the super is absolute trash and it's something that I don't have unlocked yet, but don't worry. Something that is also cool about this character is that, kinda like I was saying some time ago, this is also a character that you can pretty much play without really paying attention to the screen thanks to this move, Dark Dash. If you spam this, it's kind of like spamming Final Crash, except that you can pretty much do it forever and get like iframes all around. Like, you know, when you use Final Crash, it's dangerous because when you land you're vulnerable, but here it feels like you're never vulnerable. It feels like you're the boss of everyone. It's just fucked up. So anyways, how was all of your days? How did you all do today? Did anything interesting happen? Well, I mean, Riemann already told me. Riemann got a no miss, no bomb on Daifukatsu range A. So what about the rest? Anything interesting going on? Or is everything regular? Because, you know, everything being regular is not a bad thing, after all, I will say. I am a very big believer that no news are good news. Also, what are these new moves? Oh shit. They look cool, but I don't see them being very useful, or at least not as useful as this thing. Like, this Dark Dash is stupidly strong. And the worst part is that these special attacks, you cannot even use them after Dark Dash. Like, after Dark Dash, you need to recover no matter what. Oh, whatever. But it's alright. Also, something that you probably should know, so you probably already know, this game can be played co-op. So if any of you has this game and wants to play co-op, I definitely don't mind doing it either. So I don't know how co-op works, but apparently it works. So because it works, can always do it. So apparently there is friendly fire. What are you lulling at, Yami? What? There are problem with playing co-op? And after all, I remember when we played Killing Floor 2 co-op. Been a while since we done that. But honestly, Killing Floor is a very salt-inducing game, to me. Well, to me and probably to a lot of people as well. That's the problem. And that doesn't even combo. Just use Berserker and KF2 plays itself. Oh, damn it. I don't know why randomly it always like alt tabs this game. It only does it once per session, but it does it. It only does it once, not more than once, but it's like a ritual. It always does it. And how do you even combo these fucking moves, dude? They seem so fucking useless. I mean, except for Dark Dash, everything else just seems absolutely useless. Might have a better time just using my super here. Wow, that even missed. I can't fucking believe it, dude. It really feels like that everything this guy has is Dark Dash. Dark Dash really seems to be the only thing that makes this guy worth it. But you know. I don't know, I tried using Berserk in Killing Floor and it didn't go very well, to be completely honest. It really didn't go very well. But that's because I probably didn't know how to use it properly. Oh, another thing that maybe at some point we could play is, though I don't think any of you have it, but the other day I bought Call of Duty Black Ops 1 on Steam. That game has a cooperative zombie mode, you know, that's also there. Apparently it's the best in the series, and a lot of people praise the mode for being, you know, actually fun, unlike Call of Duty in general. I'm just kidding. Call of Duty can be fun, but only if you are good. But that's what I mean. That zombie mode can be enjoyable even if you are not good. It's very casual friendly. Apparently. That's what I heard. Maybe they are wrong. You never know. I don't think they were wrong. You know, the shield gives you 75% reduction even if you miss the parry. I don't even remember the mechanics of that game, to be completely honest, dude. I actually don't remember how that game supposedly worked. So unfortunately, I don't really get what you're saying. But you know. It's actually been a while since I played that game. I'm pretty sure it's been more than a year. If not a year, particularly. Really been a long time is what I'm trying to say. But basically, it was back when I used to stream on weekends in the afternoon. I used to do that. I streamed that game, but I don't really do that anymore. That kinda adds to that. But you know, there are a lot of cooperative games that you can play just like that. Seems that this special attack can OTG, can hit off the ground. That means that even after someone is knocked out, you can keep hitting him. Which is very good, but it's only very good if you know combos, I will assume. Which I don't, obviously. Damn, that's a very weird down air. Look at that shit. Looks like it wants to grab your face, but it just like barely touches it. You know. Give me some stars. There you go. I don't know. Maybe one of these days I could even play Call of Duty on stream. That would be quite interesting. But, you know, probably not a good idea regardless. Also, this guy Souther, this guy is basically called like a Fist of the North Star character. Well, actually the First of the North Star character I'm pretty sure is called Souther, but I'm pretty sure the pronunciation is the same. And these fucking fat bitches. I think that boss fights are the best time to use this particular super, because it feels to be useless in almost every other scenario. It's very good for enemies like this that don't give a shit about hit stun. So, you know, I'm gonna take it. You can even kick while jumping back without switching sides. Oh yeah. Also pretty sure that you can combo a flying kick into another flying kick. But I guess you need some timing for that maybe. Just insane how everyone gets fucked by this thing. Double flying kick to the face. Ouch. Taking off flying shit to the face. I don't know why you would even use these special attacks. I don't really feel like they do that much. They also don't seem like they have good range at all. Really doesn't help at all. I mean, it's not like they have bad range, and at least this one bounces on the floor, but it really feels like it doesn't help at all. Obviously, let's not forget that special attacks cost some health. We're talking about shit that is not even free to do. I don't really see a reason to do it. And the upgrade that keeps going up is the score upgrade. It's whatever. Really will be more interesting if he could do something with the weapons. So he cannot even throw them like the normal Shiva. After all, the Shiva is not as impressive as I thought. But Dark Dash is still broken. I mean, look at this shit, dude. Just can't stop giving a shit about anything else, and it still works. In any case, has it been confirmed in what date Touhou 17.5 is gonna release, other than just August? Because I mean, we are already on August, dude. Doesn't feel like a very smart idea to just say August. After all, August is something that, you know, I mean, it's something very weird to even do, right? If you don't have a date you only have the mon, and the mon you have is the mon that is the current mon. Doesn't seem like a very good sign. I really feel like it smells delay again. But, you never know. I get surprised positively, that is. Well, then again, I'm not really looking forward to that game that much. The little gameplay that I seen looks not very attractive, you know. Just looks even worse than the fighting games they make. That's already an achievement. I know that it's not supposed to be a fighting game, but like it looks even worse to play than those. And coming from Tasofro, that's really something that takes work to do. Make a game that looks worse than their fighting games. It really is not easy, I will say. Oh, 2 Matses? Are you out of your mind? Well, maybe with Dire Dash this is not gonna be that painful. Something tells me that it is gonna be painful. Regardless. Damn, he actually grabbed me. Ouch. Guess it's time to use some supers. Damn, if you don't mash a lot there, you're absolutely fucked. Really need some mashing power there. Damn, I got immediately grabbed. Oh, nice miss. Well, I'm out of supers. One of these guys is dead, so that's not that bad. I will say, ouch. It might actually kill me if I don't, well, not anymore, but if I wasn't careful there, I would have gotten obliterated. So what's really important with this guy, since Dark Dash is clearly his best move, is actually getting buffs that buff the slide button, pretty much. Well, the slide button, the slide move. Slide, sorry, blitz, not slide. But damn. Everyone is getting absolutely fucked. And that's what really matters here. You can buff your blitz attack. This guy can be an absolute beast. I think that basically buffing the blitz attack can make anyone an absolute beast. Because the blitz attack is the only buffable attack that doesn't consume health. So you can basically choose a spam over and over with no penalty. Well, no penalty other than being vulnerable to attack sometimes. And only sometimes. A lot of this blitz attack, if they actually land, you know, they are relatively safe as long as there aren't many enemies around. Well, if there are enemies around, it is 100% safe. Alright, I'm running low on healing items. That can be good. But pretty sure I'm gonna find a couple now. Or I hope I find a couple now. If only I had the acid buff, but I don't. Ouch. Good try, bitch. I guess using the neutral special not that bad if you're trying to finish, well, to get some additional damage of someone that is on the ground. I think that the health that it consumes makes it immediately not worth it. Wow. 3 Robo-Etzes? That's fucked up. Oh, I can still do this. I kinda fucked up by using that special. But at the same time, something that I could do, I wasn't thinking about it, but I could use a special into Blitz. Since the Blitz has a very high chance of hitting, it might be a good idea. So I'm probably gonna die here regardless, so... How are you dodging all of my shit? God damn it. Also will need... Oh, no healing item. Oh, this is not gonna go well. The positive thing is that at least after I die here... Well, I didn't die, but I mean when this run is over, I will be able to see what his new super is. That's the good part. The bad part is that unless it's a very good super, I don't see that much of a reason to use this character. Because Dark Dash is really the only thing that is worth it. Or at least that is worth it to me. Again, I'm not a combo master at this game. I'm pretty sure a combo master will be able to find things a lot easier than me. I apologize in advance for my noob status in this game. You know, even if I was a combo master, not about being able to execute them, it's about being able to know them in the first place. That's the hard part, and I'm very bad at finding combos in games like this. Even worse in fighting games, obviously. Baby gameplay? Screw you. How is it going, Yannick? I mean, as I say before, if you want to watch a good player play this game, watch Punko. Punko is really good at this game. And, well, that's not saying much because Punko is pretty much good at every game he plays. Just so happens that this is a game he plays, obviously. You're back in the uni mid grinder. What, are you grinding your mid at the uni? What an exhibitionist. You know, I won't judge. I definitely won't. I don't know how that didn't kill me, but I'm about to die anyways. Yeah, there you go. But you don't need the backup, actually. More like they are grinding my brain mid. Oh, I see. That's how it is. Asura Rambu. Is this gonna be like Asura Strike from Ragnarok Online? I really hope so, but I doubt it. Let's see what it does. That scream is very good. Hurry up! Puño Supremo de Asura. I mean, I really wonder. The problem is that I don't want to waste this super now, but at the same time, if it sucks, I'm not. Let's actually waste it here. If the super sucks, I'm gonna change character. Huh. Well, that's pretty interesting. It looks good, but unfortunately, it looks like the Shungoku Satsu from Akuma. It's not bad, but does it work in multiple enemies? If it doesn't work on multiple enemies, I don't really see any reason to use it. Though even if it works on... I mean, I don't think that's the problem. The problem is that the range seems to be fucking trash. Yeah, I think that I'd rather use another character, probably. Like, in fact, I want to try this old fuck. What was his name? Dr. San? Let's see what Dr. San has to offer. This is basically a guy that has rocket boots, as you can see. So he has a shoulder attack as a blitz attack, as you can see. That's his basic combo. He extends his arm a little bit. His special is... that looks... Well, it's a get off me move, to be fair. So the get off me move, but it has a really bad range. Like, unless you're right next to you, doesn't seem like it does shit. Okay, let's see the other specials. As far as I know, these characters don't have air specials. They only have neutral, forward, and that's it. Okay. Well, honestly, that attack doesn't seem that good at all either. Because... Wow. Nice bug. Because the thing is, there is a character that already does this and way better, which is Floyd. Floyd is way better at doing long-range robot attacks than this old fuck. So at least this guy can... At least this guy can skate, look at this. And he looks like a fucking moron. Even Shumps like a moron, looks like someone just fisted his ass. Oh, but at least he can pick up weapons, which is something that Shiva cannot do. Damn, this is a very weird air attack. Just like this one. Keep in mind that this guy is from Streets of Rage 3, but I never use him. So a lot of this shit other than the rocket dash is new to me. Pretty much. It doesn't seem like he's very good, honestly. Feels like... Well, but... See, that's the thing. He doesn't look very good, but maybe he's gonna be good with the alternate moves. That's what can change. I mean, after all, Shiva without the alternate moves is not that big of a deal. He's still good, but I mean, he's definitely not even close to how good he is with his alternate moves. So I will have to unlock the alternate moves for this old fuck to actually know. He also has quite the weird voice. Also, I can unlock a golden pipe and actually... Wait, no? Wait, so this guy cannot pick up weapons? Okay, so why did I get the buff? Is it like Shiva that he just picks up and throws? Or did I just get scammed? Yeah, that's a lot of pineapples. Sure. Well, at least something that I cannot deny is that this guy is fucking funny with how dumb he sounds and looks. I gotta admit that. He definitely seems like the definition of dumb. And these animations are out of control. Sure. Reminds me of in Guilty Gear there is a character called Justice that does a lot of weird ass sounds like this one. Though Justice is supposed to be a full-blown robot, this guy is supposed to be a cyborg. Isn't this bootleg Stretchy guy from Street Fighter? You mean Dalsim? Oh shit! Damn, so he can pick up a weapon and throw it as a normal projectile. Alright. See, that's cool. I'm pretty sure I can only do it once, right? Yeah, I can only do it once. If you mean Dalsim, no. Dalsim is like... he's almost naked. This guy is fully clothed. Besides, you gotta understand, Dalsim stretches with the power of yoga. This guy stretches with the power of, well, cybernetics, I guess. You know. So not really, but you know. There's definitely... well, I don't really think that Streets of Rage has really any bootleg Street Fighter character. I mean, it has... okay, which came first? Final Fight or Streets of Rage? Because if Final Fight got first, then those enemies that I just defeated are basically bootleg Poison from Final Fight. But if Final Fight didn't come first, well, it's obviously the opposite, clearly. And you could say that Final Fight is pretty much the same shit as Street Fighter, in terms of universe. I mean, after all, multiple Final Fight characters are featured at Street Fighter. Sure. But you know. Oh wait, you can pick up a... wait, why can't you pick up a grenade? And not any other weapon? Definitely can be because you're a pacifist, that's for sure. Sure. Haha, you couldn't counter that, you little bitch. Come on. These Shudo guys are very good at throw escaping. So you either spam as soon as you get the throw, or you get fucked. Damn, good explosion. What is this chump, dude? I know that he has a jetpack in his ass, but it looks so fucking stupid. It's like this guy was meant to be stupid. Well, I think stupid is a little bit too harsh. It's more like he's goofy, right? Just a goofy ass character. Kinda like the kangaroo. Though it's weird that they made a cyborg character goofy. Because you know, the kangaroo obviously makes sense. I mean, it's a fucking animal fighting humans, right? But this guy, I never really seen, or at least I don't remember seeing cyborgs that are goofy, or at least I mean in shows that are not supposed to be a comedy, right? I mean in shows or games that are about fighting. A cyborg was always like the badass kind of character. No. Ouch. You know, he might be goofy, but he looks cool. That's something that I cannot deny. He looks cool. It's a shame that he didn't make it to this game as an actual character and not just like basically the same sprite as the old games. I wonder, wait, is my attack higher when I have this ball? It might, no, never mind, it's probably because he's poisoned, maybe. I think that might be why. Yeah, it's probably because he's poisoned. I don't think that this energy ball does anything other than being a projectile, though I don't know. Guess I could go to the training mode to see what's the case. I'm gonna get this. You can also sidestep, and he also looks goofy while doing that. Look at this. At least he can go straight to the portal like that. Damn. This guy is a goofy ass motherfucker. Damn it. Well, at least while he is running, he can immediately execute the blitz attack. So that's something. I could also try to see what the retro soundtrack will be if used in this mode. I don't even know if it has any effect. This guy is badass. Well, he definitely looks badass, I definitely admit that, but he does some very goofy shit, that's for sure. Definitely quite some goofy shit. Okay, he got fucked just with that. Okay, I'm gonna try to pick this up and see if my power is bigger when I have this, but I really don't. No, I don't think that's the case. Seems like it's the same, it's just that you have a throwable object, pretty much, and that's it. Oh, and you can even move vertically during this. It makes him look even more goofy. Look at this. What a fucking moron. You know, I appreciate that that's the case. Otherwise, he wouldn't really have too many redeeming factors gameplay-wise. So I think that for this kind of shit it's way better to choose, as I say before, to pick Floyd. I think that Floyd does this kind of stuff better. Ouch. Oh wait, he died? Ow. I don't know how he died. Even the back throw animation is very, very dumb. Damn, I got electrocuted. Wonder if the damage that I deal with that energy ball changes depending on how strong the weapon that I pick up is. 'Cause I don't know. In theory, it should. Well, you never know. It's a very unique mechanic after all. Am I miss that? You know, at least something that I like is that this blitz attack can be spammed a lot to the point where, you know, it seems quite convenient to do so. You can even combo one into another. Also, I just realized that this character, just like all of the other Streets of Rage 3 characters, look phenomenal in this stage because that's what the art style is supposed to be, after all. Died of poison. Uh-oh, that was a waste. You know. And 2 healing items? Oh wait, I still haven't seen this guy super now that I think about it. Well, considering that this is the boss room, it's probably a very good time to see it, after all. Let's see. Honestly, I don't know if I want to waste super on these characters, though maybe... Oh, let me do it. He uses the blitz attack a couple times. That's a little bit whack, I gotta say. I mean, it's not particularly bad, but it really could be a lot better. Also, these bitches are getting destroyed by the Wrecking Ball. And the acid. The acid really is helping me a lot, because I have the acid on the last hit of my normal combo and on my blitz attack. So I'm basically perma-aciding these fools. I guess... Yeah, give me supers, why not? God damn it, dude. These animations really are priceless. Being so much of a dumbass that I'm gonna end up getting killed by these lasers. It does seem like my power ball attack, or whatever it's called, changes damage depending on the weapon that I'm throwing. Also, damn, this guy can respawn this weapon? That's fucked up. Or what's going on here? Oh, I think he's respawning it. I'm not sure, maybe he's just picking... No, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't picking them from the floor before. Oh, I failed that. I mean, I missed that. Oh, 2 of these morons? Well, maybe now it's the time to use the super. And we have 7. Definitely not a bad idea. So the issue is that with these conveyors, it's a little bit hard to land anything. It's also hard for the CPU to not get fucked in the process. This is bad. Wow, I kill myself. Damn. I roll to the laser. Fuck. God damn it. Oh, and I only got 1. It's called the claw. Damn it, that sucks. I guess something that I could do, since there is not that much time, I guess I could pick a Streets of Rage 1 character and unlock the only ability that they have. I could do that. The problem is that the Streets of Rage 1 characters fucking suck. I'm gonna use Blaze, why not? I don't think they have many moves in the first place. I really think they do. In fact, they don't even have blitz attack, right? I think they don't have blitz attack. Or maybe no, I'm pretty sure they don't. No, they don't have blitz attack, and I'm pretty sure they don't have many specials either. Like, they might only have like one special, which is the reason why you only unlock one move for them. I mean, keep in mind that this is a Streets of Rage 1, so it couldn't get more basic if you wanted to. They also don't even have how it's called? They don't have the power attack, which is just holding the attack power down. They don't even have that. Oh, wait a second. I didn't know that, or sorry, I didn't remember that. They also don't have a special attack, they only have super. Well, that's well, at least they can pick up weapons. There is something. But damn, dude, these characters suck. They only have super and nothing else. Which is the reason why you can only unlock one move from them. Just bought a new Yomu and I'm excited to do some gardening. What do you mean that you buy what do you mean you bought a hoe? Mean that you contracted a prostitute? Oh, enjoy it. I mean, what else could I say? Toxic jump attack? Yeah, pretty much, because she doesn't have the blitz attack. She cannot even do that. Has to be, no matter what, the jump attack. Well, I guess that might not be that bad then. Like, if you only spam the jump attack and the jump attack has acid properties and all that shit, that might not be that bad, but honestly, the jump attack is also not the easiest thing to land. I mean, it's not like it's hard to land, but I mean, it's not convenient to land at all times. Especially against the guys that can anti-air you so fast, you know. I also like the hit sound effect. It's quite cute, I must say. So, and what is this one? Oh, the last basic, of course. It only works for the last basic combo attack, as she doesn't have a power attack by holding down the button. That's fucked up. Barbon? Oh, this is Freddie Mercury, but in the old games. Gabby going full toxic? I mean, dude, it's not like I can do much with this character. It's either going full toxic or nothing. Also pretty interesting to know that in the first Streets of Rage the police was on your side. Police was actually on your side instead of trying to fucking murder you. Well, I can actually get the golden knife. Well, see, for example, this is gonna be something useful that is gonna make her survive a little bit. Not that much, but a little bit, at least. Damn, I like how the knife has so many pixels and she barely has any. Quite funny. The damage that this shit does is an outrage. And it's supposed to be. You're basically giving up an upgrade to pick this shit up. So might as well be worth it. Stab. The shame that using it against these assholes is kinda wasting it, but I mean, not much you can do. What's this? Oh, a random upgrade. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of these upgrades don't even apply to this character. There's gonna be a lot of upgrades that either are changed or are just random upgrades. Because you can't do anything else. Okay, the knife is about to break, unfortunately. It would be nice if I could use it, but these assholes are not letting me. There you go. There's still more charges, though probably only one more, right? Actually, don't know. No, there is still more. There you go. Electricity weapons here, why not? So I gotta say that it's kind of interesting how your jumping attack has all those special effects because of the upgrades. Because that's something that you cannot do with any other character, since instead they will have the blitz attack upgraded instead of the jumping attack. At least the jumping attack is very easy to do. The problem is that unlike the blitz attack, it obviously doesn't have iframes. So it's not really gonna be that useful for a mode like this, or I don't think for any mode at that. Yeah, unfortunately, the Streets of Rage 1 characters really fucking suck. Damn, that was cool. Get on. I think that last hit of the combo had iframes, because otherwise I should have gotten hit by the arrow. Yeah, give me the boomerang. And pick it up, obviously. And I'm definitely gonna need it for whatever boss comes here. Who is it gonna be? This one probably wouldn't have needed it anyways. It's a shame though that... Can you even pick this boomerang in the air? Oh, you can! You have to press the button again. That's pretty cool. I always thought that this boomerang was very shitty because you couldn't automatically pick it up. You know, it's not like manually picking it up is that hard anyway, so... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. It's okay. It's gonna be a little bit useful at least. But yeah, that was definitely a waste regardless. So for example, if I pick this one... Oh, it gives it to the back attack. The back attack is also toxic since you don't have a special attack. It gives it to your back attack. I barely even use my back attack though. So will either do it like this or like this. You can also see her underwear. Not trying to be a pervert or anything, just stating that you can see it. Wait, what the fuck? This guy switched sides? What the hell? Since when are you able to do that? You know, at least the last hit of her basic combo sends the enemies flying a little bit. Why is your food not burger? Because both the pineapple and the salad have the highest sprites in the game. I didn't mean to do that. They have the highest sprites in the biggest sprites in the game, so obviously they are a lot easier to see, as you would expect. Very, very easy to see. And you know, they are also healthy. But no, I mean, if you look at all of the food items, let me show you. You can see that the pineapple here is the biggest one. Maybe the apple is also oh, this one might be also pretty big, but I think the pineapple is still taller. And as you can see in the big food, this one is clearly... Well, you could also, I guess, put the cake. I guess I could put the cake, the 25th anniversary. Because all of the other ones are smaller. See, this one, for example, looks big, but it's not tall. I need them to be tall. I guess I could use the cake. And this corn dogs. Are these corn dogs? Well, whatever those shits are supposed to be. But if they are corn dogs, so be it. Yeah, I guess those have a very big sprite as well. Yeah, I still think the pineapple is bigger because vertically it's bigger. So probably I should stick to that one. But you know. I mean, I'm basically doing that because there is a stage in this game that basically covers a lot of the ground with the background. So if the item is not tall enough, you're gonna miss it, and that's what happened once, and it happened basically in level 29. So basically I was so salted I just decided to switch the item because I used to use the onigiri, and the onigiri is so little that you can barely even see it. I used my burger Yu-Gi-Oh deck and managed to not land last place. Nice! Did you land second to last place? So you know, that's an improvement obviously over last place. It's little by little. Like for example, I was saying earlier that I was playing Tekken, and I was playing against a guy that was obviously a Smurf account that looked like he just started, but he was like, he definitely had experience. And at least I was able to steal a couple of rounds from him. So you know, that's pretty cool. I think, in fact, I don't remember if I defeated him once. I can't remember if that was the case. But I definitely stole a couple of rounds, so that's definitely something. 3rd out of 4. Yeah, that is technically second to last, but it's not like there was that much competition. But you know, as I say, little by little, it's what matters. Slowly, but surely, you know, eventually you will get there to first, eventually. Then Mr. Eds, 2 Mr. Edses. You know that I never actually fought this version of Mr. Eds, because I'm pretty sure this might be the... No, actually, wait a second. This version of Mr. Eds is the one of Streets of Rage 2, right? I think this is the version of Mr. Eds that later becomes Robo Eds. Yeah, okay, never mind, I did fight this guy, if it's that one. Because there is a version of Robo Eds that I'm pretty sure that is like the final boss of the very first game. And I never played that game. I mean, no, I did play that game, but I obviously never got that far. Let me use sack of shit. That guy is there. You know. I can also pick up him a lot of health. Quite a lot. Pick up the boomerang, because it's still in one piece somehow. I don't know how he still hasn't broke. Lieutenant? What do you mean by lieutenant? This guy was just a random commissioner. Did he get promoted? He did. But damn, his scream when he dies is never not gonna be funny. Oh, my boomerang broke. It's okay. Oh, this big ass sword. Now you're gonna see. Look at this shit. I like that it's a sword, but the animation she does is like she's swinging a baseball bat. Damn, it breaks very fast too. I think she has the same animation for literally every item. Because it's not like there were that many items in the first Streets of Rage. Oh shit, wait. I'm not gonna let you kill me, you sack of shit. Definitely not gonna let it happen. I don't expect to survive too much now, because after all, this character is quite bad. And this is usually, like, level 12 is usually when things don't get very doable for bad characters. So, you know. Probably not a very good idea to... Wait, let me pick this up. Oh wait, there is a golden pipe. Well, let me get the golden pipe then. Of course. Why will I not pick it up? But I gotta say that so far, I'm surprised that she's surviving this much. I will assume that she will be dead already. But I don't think she's gonna last for too long anyways. But you never know. What if I get to level 20? If I get to level 20 with this character, it will be a miracle. An absolute miracle. This golden pipe is piping everyone in the ass. Ouch. You know, I think the ability to pick up weapons definitely is something that cannot be underestimated. Because it's something that Shiva and a lot of other characters lack. And even if, well, obviously Shiva clearly compensates for it, but I think that there might be some other characters that don't. And it is something quite important, especially in this survival mode where you are allowed to pick up those golden pipes, well, golden items that are so fucking broken, right? You know. Yeah, so far I'm just surprised by how long she's actually able to stand on her own. I'm actually surprised. Damn, that was great. The police officer grabbed me and my body saved me. Oh shit, he's picking up the golden pipe. Actually, you know, that's something that I don't appreciate. Will you give it back? Because I was using it, you know. Was actually using it. I know that you are using it too, but I doubt that you can use it as well as I do. Not because I use it particularly well, but because you're a fucking AI. Golden body? Yeah, I mean, he does whatever he can, but I mean, dude, okay, there. Let me handle this. Wait, Mr. Y is actually gonna fuck me in the ass at this rate. Oh, he's dead. Well, at least I don't have to worry about him stealing my fucking pipe. But yeah, that enemy that is an ally there is the only one that can pick up weapons. Pretty sure there is no other enemy that can pick up weapons like that. Oh well, there is the... no, never mind, there is the golden guy. Also, I did the golden, what am I saying? The robot guy, he can pick up weapons too. Well... oh, I never fought against that guy. Oh, you have to be shitting me, dude. It takes that long to unlock the super, are you shitting me? You sack of shit. Well, whatever. That's gonna be it for today. It's a shame that the game that I played earlier today was so meh. But I have a couple others that should be... well, there is one in particular that looks very good, and I might play it tomorrow. It's a platforming game that is kinda like, yeah, you know, very action based. So I wanna try that one. And it should be fine, or at least I hope. So, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream with that game that I just mentioned, probably. So, have a good one, and take care everyone.